Good evening and thank you for joining us today. What's your impression of the results released so far?
Well, for us, beyond this, the overall picture we are looking at looks very good, and I guess the mood over here is up. We think that, well, not that we think, what we have seen INEC release is consistent with the numbers that have been filed in by our various agents at the various coalition centers. So yes, there's nothing outrageous that they have released so far.
Okay, so so far, nothing has gone wrong with the figures that your party agents have filed in and the ones announced by INEC. Anyone making any contrary statement is completely, we should disregard such comments.
So far, yes, we've seen that consistency.
Okay.
You really agree that some of your party agents actually were releasing results online, isn't it?
Well, we are not saying that. Well, look, let me tell you, in these days of the wireless technology and all of that, people who think that they can bottle up results until when they are ready, they are making a mistake. These results are read at each polling station, and everyone with a handheld telephone. We just feel free. I mean, it's a free society. So we're not bothered about all of these attacks that were releasing results online. The important thing is that the numbers INEC has released so far, as I said, are consistent with the numbers that we got.
Are you confident that security-wise, everybody is at home, everybody is at ease concerning places where these results have been announced already? Say, for example, in Enugu State, you have scored very, very low, 14,157 to 553,003.
Well, let me tell you, security is not in our domain. We cannot say that we are sure about anything. But the important thing is, yes, as you know, and as our party has said, there are a number of places where election has not even taken place. Results are being written, and I'm sure that, and we're happy we have seen that INEC, as the guys stood there, they've been interrogating results as they come in. And so the outrageous results are their way to INEC. They will come, and we hope that before national television, anybody peddling now, Enugu has a big question mark. There's no question about it.
All right.
But there's some that they can live with. But I'm telling you that there are some we are getting outrageous as they are. I hope that they equally will be interrogated as they are read.
All right. Your party yesterday raised some concerns that results have been written somewhere and there are pressure on INEC to falsify results. Some of the fears that your party has had yesterday. Do you see how, do you think that this consensus subsists?
Well, we are assured by what the guy said that the pressure is not there. Well, that's fine. But as far as the results being written, I mean, you've seen, this kind of outrageous thing that played out in Rivers, for instance, in the last 2 days, in Imo, and Akwa Ibom, where statewide demos took place today. So the thing is that look out for those things. And I assure you that this country will certainly be shocked by the kind of things that they will be right. And somebody will go to say no to that kind of matter.
So maybe what is going on, what we are seeing now is actually not in line with the concerns and the fears your party had yesterday, since you said that everything is going on fine right now.
Now, I said no, on fine as to those results that have been released. Things cannot be fine with Rivers, things cannot be fine now with Akwa Ibom, things cannot be fine with the Imo.
No. The ones that are not favorable to your party is not fine right now. Example, Enugu too.
Hello, sir.
He didn't get that.
Oh, what I was saying, that you said that things are not fine in some other states. There are perhaps outcomes coming from there and not favorable to your party, and maybe that of Enugu where you were beating with wide margin, is it not favorable to you?
There's a procedure for election. There's a procedure for collation. All of these things have been painstakingly outlined by Dr. Jiga a short while ago on television. I mean, Nigerians, we live in this country and we're seeing the kind of things that are playing out. For God's sake, you know that the scenario, the thing that played out in Rivers, nobody could call that an election. It's a charade.
What would you do, Mr. Shehu, if your party loses the presidential elections?
Well, let me tell you, if you are looking at the same picture that I am, and I hope you appreciate that we as a party, we had the entitlement under the law to post our own agents at all of the polling stations all over the country. And an agent would have failed us if by now he hadn't filed in his report. We got all of the things that we're looking at, except Akwa Ibom, Rivers, and Imo, where no election took place. But in all of the other 34 states of the Federation, we have our own picture. We are not entitled to say this under the law. We cannot say we have won this election. It is in the domain of INEC to say so. But if you come to our building here in Abuja, there are bunchings, there are flags, there are songs. Look, the mood is upbeat. We think that we are reflecting the mood of the nation as far as this election is concerned.
What's going through your mind? You mentioned 3 states that are of concerns to you. Why are they of so much concerns to you? What's going through your mind?
Because as you and I, all of us as Nigerians, we have seen, it didn't allow elections to take place in those states.
Let's get your comment on what the PDP Publicity Secretary did tell us here. He cited Section 134 of the Constitution, which says, well, whoever has to be declared president has to have the highest number of votes cast. And then he went on. And then he says, look, of the total number of results released so far, their party is leading.
Yeah, out of those states, but look, there are states that have weight in terms of ballots, in terms of numbers. These are lightweight states that have come through. What is lightweight states? Wait for the big numbers. They are coming.
The big numbers are coming from the big numbers we're expecting are coming from Lagos State, are coming from Kano State, are coming from Kaduna State and Katsina State. What are your expectations in this part in these states?
They haven't announced that, so we cannot say we have them.
No, what are your expectations though?
70-30.
Interesting. Thank you.
70-30 in what sense? You want to clarify that?
70 APC, 30 PDP. That's nationwide outcome.
Interesting. Interesting.
All right. Thank you very much indeed, Garba Shehu.
I appreciate it.